Well, greetings, friends. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to conclude this week by going back to Psalm 34 and look at the very last verse, the very last part of that verse. And it says this: none of those who take refuge in him will be condemned. You know, I am a hunter. Some of you, most of you know that. And when I was younger, I used to duck hunt over on the Outer Banks. And between Whalebone Junction and Oregon Inlet, there is what we call the flats. And we could go in there and duck hunt. But when you go across the Oregon Inlet Bridge, you get into a wildlife refuge. That means nobody can hunt there. And I remember when I was younger, and man, some days it just was, we called it a bluebird day when the ducks weren't flying. It was a beautiful day, but you could go across the bridge and the place would be full of ducks. You know why? Because they were in a refuge. I'm standing here in front of the Windsor Zoo, and there's a lot of little animals back behind me, and they're in a refuge. There's fences around them. They're in a refuge. People feed them, and they're taken care of. And I say this to you, my friends, that God is our refuge. He is there. It doesn't mean that the enemy doesn't throw darts at us and tempt us and whatever, but we can run to him, and he will protect us, and he will care for us, feed us, and look over us. I want to close by looking at Psalms 46, verse number 1 and verse number 2. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear. Though the earth gives way, though the mountains be moved into the heart of the sea, though its waters, verse 3, roar and foam, though the mountains tremble at its swelling. The scripture says we will not fear. So I want to encourage my friends, no matter what you're going through, no matter what the difficulty is, remember God is our refuge. He is going to take care of us. We must just flee to him as our refuge for that protection and help. God bless you. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.